freestyle I just dropped on YouTube.
Let's get this party going.
You got another day to be great. You woke up, so that means that you have another day to be great.
All right. What's up, y'all? So listen, I am here as scheduled, as promised. Oh, shoot. I did forget to do one thing. I forgot to do one thing real fast. Give me like 20 seconds. Where's that? All. No, it's in playlist. There we go. Playlist. There we go. All right. I gotta add the thumbnail on here because yeah, for some reason it won't put the thumbnail on there naturally. All right. So anyway, here we go. All right. So let's get into it. Sorry for the delay. So basically, y'all know what it is. So Joy Taylor, she didn't get called out. You know what I'm saying? Like in this lawsuit, and I'm gonna be breaking it down. I'm gonna go through the entire lawsuit here, for everybody. But I'm also going to like get into Joy Taylor's resume and like whether or not she's qualified to have her job without her sleeping with anybody versus her sleeping with people. Because like I originally I was gonna approach this just like everyone else because that's the easiest thing to do. The easiest thing to do is approach it like everyone else. However, I then had the random thought, what if this was your sister? And I had to pause and I had to sit with that for a second. You know? And you're like, and what if my sister actually did work her ass off to get where she is and somebody's just making up salacious claims and put them in a lawsuit? You know? And I obviously it's not missed on me. Like some of this is true. Some of this is absolutely going to be positively true. That's period dot. However, I think it's disingenuous to discount the young lady as if she never worked anywhere at all. And then like I ran into a dude yesterday in Twitter Spaces, and that's kind of why I didn't go live yesterday. Is he kind of changed he kind of that's where the thought of if this was my sister came from, because he was talking about like, yo, you know what I'm saying, like I worked with her at the radio station, woo 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 woo. She was always really cool, really kind, all of that. You know what I'm saying? And granted, you know what I'm saying, like your one encounter with somebody can't really define, I mean, not your one encounter, but your years working with somebody doesn't define their private life. However, I do find it to be him to be a quite credible source because like his bio literally has where she like he worked where she worked at. He did. I was able to confirm that. So, you know, he's not just some random guy online. So I had to take that into consideration before making my video. And at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, in this video, yeah, I'm gonna get my jokes off. And I'm probably gonna say some jokes about her while reading the lawsuit because that's just who I am. And plus, it's YouTube. I gotta be somewhat entertaining. But at the same time, I do want to shoot her some bail and defend her against people that are saying that she's not. People that are saying she's not qualified at all. I find that to be disingenuous. So let me get let me get this on the let me get this on the screen. Let me share screen, present screen, because we're gonna go through this. We're gonna go through this one by one. So look, we're gonna go through her career. All right. So Joy Taylor, she is 37 years old. Man, she don't look 37. She looks great for 37. I'll tell you that much. I thought she was my age. I thought she was about 33. I was like, shit. But anyway, but anyway. Bio and career accomplishments. So look, So look, this is from foxsports.com. I was gonna go to Wiki, but from foxsports.com. So look, this is her bio. She's the co-host, um, which co-hosts on Speak, which airs on FS1. Taylor joined Fox Sports in March of 2016 for the launch of Skip and Shannon Undisputed, and served as a moderator on the debate show until July 2018. Prior to joining Fox Sports, Taylor spent the previous 5 years in Miami radio, including 3 successful-year stint at 790 AM, the Ticket, where she was a co-host on the station's top-rated morning drive show, Zaslow and Joy Show. After starting with the station as the show's executive producer, Taylor also served as a host of the Thursday Night Live and the Fantasy Football Today on CBSSports.com. I don't think y'all understand. Like, being live is extraordinarily hard. Like, I'm live right now. It's a skill. And I'm still not like on her or anybody that's on television's level. You know what I'm saying? Even your best streamers, they're not. There's a different art to being able to talk and being able to spit facts like verbatim. You're just pulling them out of thin air, pulling facts. That's what she's able to do. Live, witty, comebacks, like all of that. That's hard to do. That is not an easy thing. And for her to do it on radio and people want to listen, that means you have to sound good. You have to not, you can't use, she couldn't use her looks at the radio station to get her by. She couldn't use her looks. She had to be actually good. I don't think y'all understand that. I did 5 years in radio. You have to be good. If you're not good, nobody's going to listen. They're going to turn you off. They're going to turn you off straight up. They're going to straight up turn you off. Anywho, after starting with the station as the executive, blah, 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 Pittsburgh native and the younger sister to former Miami Dolphin star Jason Taylor, she attended Barry University and earned her bachelor's degree in broadcasting. While at Barry, she hosted her own radio show, The Noise, and served as station manager for the university. So she did the same thing I did, all except she like actually committed to the path. And I somewhat wish I kind of did. Like I stuck to the path, like as far as like music goes, because then I could be I could be in some different rooms in some different spaces. But it is what it is. I enjoy what I do now. But it's just interesting because there's some dude online that said she doesn't even have a bachelor's degree in journalism. That's right, because she's not a journalist. She's broadcaster. She's literally talking on camera. A journalist writes. They write. She's a broadcaster, all right? And it's just really stupid how I have to do this for people to understand. But hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. Either way it goes, let me see. That's that. That pretty much covers everything. What does this jump into? Videos and stories. Okay, this goes into stories that she did. I'm not gonna do that. But anyway, I wanted to put that tidbit in y'all ear because I want y'all to understand, despite what's going on in here, she did put in work. Now, whether or not, you know what I'm saying, because a lot of people are like, oh my God, her brother's famous. It made it easier for her to get on at Miami, blah, 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 at the Miami radio station, whatever. Okay, and nigga, like, if you had a famous, you know what I'm saying, like sibling or family member or whatever, and they were able to put you on, like, does that negate all of your hard work? No, it doesn't negate any of your hard work. The girl worked hard. She deserves it. She made it on her own merit. She deserves her spot. Now, whether or not she was fast-tracked by doing extra, that's a different conversation. And we don't know that. Also, I know what I did know what I wanted to pull up. Let me see. because I did want to pull up her on the broadcast right now. Taylor, Fox Sports. Let me see. Do they have the images up or the broadcast right now? Because it's hilarious. Like, nah, no, don't nobody. They haven't published any images, but dang, where is it at? I'm gonna have to go to Twitter. Oh my God. Nah, I can't go to Twitter. I can't do it. But anyway, so look, this is how she's on set now. It's kind of like this. You know what I'm saying? How like she's fully covered like that. That's how she's on set right now in like this blue top. Like I kid you not. Like she's fully covered. She's on air right now like that. And I just don't want to get copyright claimed. Like so I'm trying to look for the image. But I mean it's something akin to this. It's something akin to this, but all except like her arms are fully covered because it's like a longer sleeve. But it's this color scheme right here, this color wave. But yeah. So anyway, there's that, and that's the truth about her. All right. So let's get into this lawsuit. All right, let's get into this lawsuit. Again, she may or may not have. Oh, I know the other thing. I know the other thing I want to do. So this is important. This is important too. Because I gotta just keep it a band. I'm Taylor. All right. So listen. So Joy Taylor, right? Here's the kicker. Oh damn, I'm number 3 right now. Hey, that's fire. But anyway, so Joy Taylor, right? I type in her name. Where's that dude at? So that's Jason Whitlock. We're not gonna do that. She gets exposed for being a pass around, but we don't know if for sure she's a pass around. Like people are saying that, but there's nothing like tangible. She may have been smashing the coworkers. She may have been, but we don't know. But where's dude's video at? Man, where's his video at? Cause this dude, man, you know what? I'm just gonna look him up directly. Cause mediocre tutorial and reviews, right? Bro, this video he just put out, he's like, Joy Taylor freak off situation gets worse. Like, Joy Taylor freak off situation is insane. What, like, how do you know she calling in a freak off is so insane? Like, I get it. We want clips, we want clicks, we want views, we want people to watch our videos. Like, I get it. Workplace freak off. That's so crazy, bro. That is so crazy. Like, yeah, it's these 3. It's these 2. So he did 2 back to back. This dude isn't. That's so messed up. There's another thumbnail. Like I think he changed it. But like, still, like, are we serious? Like, we don't even know if she actually did it. We don't know. Like, and you're like, what? Freak off is wild, bro. Freak off is wild. We gotta own that. We gotta say straight up, calling it a freak off. Mediocre tutorial reviews, calling it a freak off, is fucked up. That's fucked. You know it. I know it. Excuse me. Let me just. Yeah. Oh, oops. I'll just close that. All right. So anyway, let's get down to the nitty gritty. All right. Let's get down to the nitty gritty. What I'm gonna do here is, I'm not gonna put it on the other platforms, just YouTube and Twitch. All right. So anyway, so Noushin Faraji. I probably should have brought her. I should have got a good picture of her. Noushin Faraji, right? All right, so images. All right, so this is This is Noushin Faraji. This is her. Okay. This is her. That's not her. That's not her. That's not her. It's crazy how this situation was about her, but and Skip Bayless. Like the main egregious allegations are here, but it somehow became about Joy Taylor because it's easier to attack black people. And like this, and she's attractive. It's easier. Like it's an easier thing to latch onto. Although I will say some things in this lawsuit were absolutely outlandish on Joy Taylor's part, if true. So Noushin Faraji, her main complaints, right, and the people that she's suing. So she's suing the Fox Corporation, which is Fox Sports Holding LLC, Fox Sports 1 LLC, Fox Sports 2 LLC, Fox Sports Production LLC, Charlie Dixon, which is the VP, I believe, and Skip Bayless, and Joy Taylor. And then there's Doe's 1 through 25. So there's a bunch of like John Doe's or Jane Doe's. Like she left them omitted from here because I guess she likes them or they never did anything wrong to her. However, let's see. Failure. So her complaint is failure to pay minimum wages. And this goes back to Fox. Y'all should have just paid this woman. Y'all should have just paid her. Like whatever money she was owed, just pay the lady, bro. So failure to pay overtime wages. That's one. Then you got failure to reimburse business expenses. Failure to pay all wages upon separation. And I'm just gonna drop myself down to the corner. All right, cool. So it's taking up the whole screen now. Failure to pay all wages upon separation. Failure to furnish accurate itemized wage statements. Unfair, unlawful, and fraudulent business practices. And my thing with number 5 is, what did y'all do? Not give her a W-2? Like y'all didn't give her a check stub? Like that's like basic business. Like what are y'all doing over there? That's my real question. What are y'all doing? Whoa. Anyway, needless to say, so then we got sexual battery, hostile work environment, and that's based on sex, gender, race and national origin, and disability, failure to prevent harassment, negligent supervision, hiring and retention, retaliation, and then wrongful termination. Those are all the things she has going on right now. That's everything she has in here. And she has a demand for a jury trial, which is, again, that's absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. If y'all can give me one quick sec, I do want to get this out here online. There we go. Add, and then this, and then drop the link down here. Okay, cool. All right. So, either way it goes, let's see. Now comes now plaintiff Noushin Faraji, an individual, blah 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 blah. She's suing. These is all the things that she's suing for. The people, I read that earlier. Faraji brings forth this action because for over a decade at Fox, she was forced to endure misogynistic, racist, ableist workplace where executives and talent were allowed to physically and verbally abuse workers with impunity. Again, why would you work there for a decade if it was that bad? Like, for real, let's talk about it. Because there's no way my black behind is dealing with racism for 10 years. There's no way. There's no way. I'm gone. Like, bro, I'm gone, bro. I'm gone. I'm calling somebody. I'm getting another job somewhere. Like, there's no reason to endure. For 10 years? That's crazy. When Miss Faraji and others came forward to report the wrongdoing, instead of addressing their concerns, Fox retaliated against them while perpetrators and those who protected them were implicitly promoted. This case thus represents yet another in a long line of cases chronicling the toxic culture at Fox, marked by bad faith promises and repeated failures to address a poisonous and entrenched patriarchy. See, these words right here, like, come on, bro, come on, bro, come on, bro. That don't move me. That actually makes me believe you less. Like when you start, like, there's no reason to say patriarchy in a fucking lawsuit. Like, that's some online shit. That literally is, man. Like, she could have just ended it by saying the toxic culture at Fox, marked by bad faith promises and repeated failures to address the toxic work environment. Anyway, Ms. Faraji brings this action on behalf of herself and Fox's current and former non-exempt employees employed in Fox class members, beginning 4 years prior to the filing of this complaint and the end date of, as determined by the court, the class period, blah, 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 blah. We don't care about this. Venue is proper because Ms. Faraji was hired to work and did work out of Los Angeles County, blah, blah, blah. I mean, whatever. The parties. So these are all the people that are getting sued. Charlie Dixon is the executive vice president of content for FS1, Fox's multi-sport national network, overseeing all content and production at the network. Okay, so he's the guy. Mr. Dixon was in July 2016 the very significant hiring, of former Fox Sports president Jamie Horowitz, who was terminated from Fox due to reports of sexual harassment. Okay, they're saying, like, look, the boss was sexually harassing, so she must have been sexually harassing. Then you have, at all times, Mr. Dixon was an agent of Fox and had the authority to make decisions impacting Ms. Faraji's employment upon information and belief. Mr. Dixon is a resident of California. All right, cool. Skip Bayless is a columnist. He signed a 4-year, $32 million contract. He get $8 million a year. Damn. Joy Taylor is a media personality and a television host for Fox. She co-hosts Speaks at all relevant times. Ms. Taylor was an agent of Fox and had authority impacting her deployment, blah, blah, blah. Who's, while not currently named as defendants herein, Mark Silverman, president and CEO of Fox Sports, Eric Shanks, CEO and executive, blah, 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 upon discovery, okay. Miss Faraji is ignorant to the true names and capacities, relationships, and extents and participation in the conduct herein alleged of defendants sued herein as those 1 through 25, but is informed and believes and therein alleges that the defendant are legally responsible for wrongful conduct alleged herein, therefore sues defendants by such facetious names. Ms. Faraji will amend this complaint to allege the true names and capacity of those defendants when ascertained. How do you not know their names? You worked there for 10 years. How do you not know anybody's name? You worked there for 10. You did 10 years and you don't know anybody's name? Ms. Faraji was hired to work at Fox. Okay, in 2003, she began to work as a hairdresser. Around 2010, she was introduced to by a coworker at the salon to Gail Berman, the former president of Fox Broadcast Company, and Dana Walden, the former CEO of Fox Television Group. Shortly thereafter, Ms. Faraji began accompanying the coworkers, Miss Walden and Miss Bierman, hair at their homes to do their hair at their homes. Okay, blah 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 blah. In 2012, makeup stylist would do Miss Walden's and or Miss Berman's makeup while Faraji worked on the hair and recommended Faraji for a position at Fox. Fox then hired Miss Faraji as a part-time employee. When hired, Miss Faraji was asked to bring her own tools for work. She would later discover that all her coworkers received a kit fee for bringing their own tools. However, she would not receive a kit fee until 2019, approximately 7 years after she started working at Fox. Oh my God, that's fucked. In addition, Miss Faraji was a hairstylist. Her supervisor, Guillaume Portrait, also required that she do the job duties of a barber. Damn, she had to learn how to cut hair too? Oh, that's tough. That's tough. That's tough. Let's see. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Mr. Dixon gives Miss Taylor undisputed as a reward for having sex with him? Nah, that's crazy. By March 2016, Miss Faraji met Miss Taylor, an aspiring sports personality that had recently moved from Miami to Los Angeles for the opportunity of airtime at Fox. At the time, Miss Taylor did not have a regular position, but would fill in on a day-to-day basis when talent was sick or otherwise missed time. Miss Taylor told Miss Faraji that she recently wed, but her husband remained in Miami and that she was lonely in Los Angeles. That's hell no. Oh, she was cheating. Miss Taylor then befriended, because you got to look at it. You work at Fox Sports. You're around nothing but like premium athletes or former premium athletes. Like, yeah, you folding. That's just what it is. To somebody. If this is how it started. Hey, in approximately May 2016, Miss Taylor asked Miss Faraji to meet for drinks in Santa Monica. When Miss Faraji arrived, she found Miss Taylor with an older man, Fox Sports executive, president of content, Mr. Dixon. As executive vice president, Mr. Dixon is responsible for overseeing all content and production on FS1. Miss Faraji, however, did not know Mr. Dixon. I mean, you know him personally, right? You know who your bosses are, right? You never seen his picture in the office? Like, something, nah, that don't sound right. That don't sound right. How do you not know who the VP and the president, like you know who those people are? When Mr. Dixon went to buy them another round of spicy margaritas, Miss Faraji asked who he was. Miss Taylor responded that he was just a friend. Following that night, whenever Miss Faraji would meet with Miss Taylor for drinks or food, Mr. Dixon would either arrive with Miss Taylor or show up later in the night and leave with Miss Taylor. He would always buy rounds of drinks and or food. From their body language, Miss Faraji suspected the pair were sleeping with each other. And although this concerned Miss Faraji, as she knew Miss Taylor was recently married, Miss Faraji kept her opinions to herself. Okay, she kept it G. In approximately June 2016, while at work, Miss Faraji noticed Mr. Dixon in the elevator. Surprised by the coincidence, Miss Faraji found Miss Taylor and told her excitedly the guy who always buys our drinks was in the elevator. Miss Taylor quickly silenced Miss Faraji, explaining who he was. Miss Faraji became alarmed and warned Miss Taylor that such a relationship was unsafe. Miss Taylor told her, "Don't worry about it." Miss Faraji continued to be friends with Miss Taylor, but tried to distance herself as she considered the situation dangerous as well as morally wrong, as Miss Taylor and Mr. Dixon were both married. Oh my God. In approximately July 2016, word spread amongst Fox employees about a new show that was going to be a big deal, and it would star Mr. Bayless and Shannon Sharp. It was known that Fox was looking for a woman with significant TV experience to also star. Therefore, it came as a surprise when Fox announced that Miss Taylor, who was a bartender and radio host in Miami with little TV experience, would so and that's the thing. Here's the thing. She has a degree in broadcast journalism. She has a little TV experience, like being on TV. However, like if you have acquired skills from radio, that transition isn't as bad. It's not that bad. It would not be that bad. It really wasn't, because it's like transitioning being a YouTuber. All you have to do is learn how to look in the camera, you know what I'm saying, and how to um like work the room, you know what I'm saying? And she's already attractive, so like that's a no-brainer. That's easy work. Would be the moderator of the new show, a sports debate program, Skip and Shannon Undisputed. Mr. Bayless later disclosed to Miss Faraji that he did not want Miss Taylor on the show, but Mr. Dixon was adamant that Miss Taylor should star. At first, Mr. Dixon arranged a dinner between Mr. Bayless and Miss Taylor, where she arrived in provocative clothing and acted in a provocative manner. When that did not change Mr. Bayless' opinions of Miss Taylor, Mr. Dixon asked him to approve her as a favor to him. Reluctantly, Mr. Bayless agreed to do so as a favor to his friend. Around 2016, Miss Faraji attended a dinner with Miss Taylor and her husband and Mr. Dixon and his wife. No way. During the dinner, Mrs. Taylor's husband became suspicious that Miss Taylor and Mr. Dixon were having a sexual relationship. Soon after the dinner, Mrs. Taylor's husband found evidence of an inappropriate relationship and divorced Miss Taylor. In approximately September of 2016, Undisputed started, and Miss Taylor requested Miss Faraji do her hair. In approximately November 2016, I guess holding in that secret paid off for her after not allowing anyone to touch his hair. Mr. Bayless also requested Miss Faraji do his hair. Mr. Dixon gropes Miss Faraji after putting her on Undisputed. On January 14, 2017, Miss Taylor had her birthday party at Pearl's rooftop in West Hollywood. Miss Faraji and other Fox employees who were invited attended, as it was a part of their job duties to appease talent, and a birthday party is an important event. As usual, Mr. Dixon was heavily drinking, buying drinks for everyone on a Fox credit card, and blustering that everything purchased was on Fox dime. He's the VP, like he can do whatever the fuck he wants. As Miss Faraji was standing near the bar, facing the crowd, Mr. Dixon approached her. He asked the bartender for a drink and then placed his arm on Miss Faraji's lower back. He asked how she was doing and if she was having fun, and if she wanted a tequila shot. Miss Faraji felt very uncomfortable by his unsolicited touching and responded, "No, thank you." Mr. Dixon then moved his hand lower and started rubbing her body and grabbing her buttocks. Miss Faraji was mortified, but quickly thought to fake an incoming call to escape the situation. Miss Faraji did not know who to turn to, but as she knew Mrs. Taylor was sleeping with Mr. Dixon, she turned to her. Surprisingly, Mr. Taylor responded to get over it and explained that she herself only had the job because Mr. Dixon and Miss Faraji, because of Mr. Dixon, and that Miss Faraji only had her job because Miss Taylor requested her. She warned that Mr. Dixon could take both away. Miss Faraji was terrified and then turned to her coworker, Anonymous, to discuss the situation. Anonymous responded that Mr. Dixon was disgusting, that the entire situation was sick, but that it wasn't shocking given Fox culture. Mm, 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 mm. And that Miss Faraji should remain quiet if she wanted to keep her job. As a single mother who needed to support her son, Miss Faraji had no choice but to remain silent. 7 years later, in 2023, Miss Portier told Miss Faraji that she did not like her or anything about Undisputed. Miss Portier expanded that she had already scheduled someone for hair on Undisputed when Mr. Dixon called her and told her that she must put Miss Faraji on Undisputed full time. Miss Portier told Miss Faraji, "I didn't like that. That's not how things should be done." Miss Faraji was stunned and devastated as she prides herself on her work and earning her accolades. Later that day, while thinking about her career, she was angry that Miss Portier succumbed to Mr. Dixon's request, as it gave Mr. Dixon a feeling that he could grope her for giving her a job. But that's 7 years later. Was he groping you the whole time? Like, what is what is this? What is this? Okay, that's crazy. Anyway, Mr. Dixon gets rid of a female talent member for refusing to have sex with him. Several years into Miss Faraji's tenure at Fox, a female talent member, Anonymous, hired Miss Faraji to do her hair at the house for an award show. Anonymous asked that Miss Faraji meet her for lunch. There, Miss Anonymous told Miss Faraji that she would no longer be with Fox, as Mr. Dixon told her that she would have to have sex with him if she wanted to renew her contract, but she had refused. Miss Anonymous further conveyed that Mr. Dixon was doing this to other women talent, and she should warn Miss Taylor to be careful. And a talk show host had recently reported Mr. Dixon. Following the lunch, Miss Faraji called Miss Taylor to convey what Anonymous had stated. Miss Taylor responded to, "No one gives a fuck." She's probably an ass when the cameras are off. This is crazy. Like, it's very detailed. When this is detailed, it's very detailed about Anonymous or the talk show host who had reported Mr. Dixon. Miss Faraji later observed that Mrs. Taylor's remarks appeared accurate, as no actions were taken to address concerns raised. If it was not already apparent, it became even more clear that Fox enabled high-ranking individuals, to abuse their authority, exerting undue control over female talent and employees. Fear permeated the workplace as stories of mistreatment circulated. As one example, Mr. Dixon deliberately assigned a female talent member who had been harassed and reported it to a show set up to fail. When the show inevitably failed due to his sabotage, he used his failure as a justification to terminate her employment. In another instance, a coworker who frequently cried in the hallway due to the relentless sexual harassment was fired just 1 week after reporting it. Damn. Like, if they're able to get the information to make this true, hey, thumbs up. A coworker who frequently cried in the hallway due to the relentless incidents reinforced the atmosphere. Okay, here we go. Skip Bayless, all right, begins to give Miss Faraji lingering hugs and kisses on the cheek while putting his body against hers, pressing against her breast. Okay. After the reporting by the talk show host fell on deaf ears, Mr. Bayless began requesting that Miss Faraji give him a haircut once a week in the makeup room. Miss Faraji did as she was told, as Miss Faraji required Miss Faraji to give haircuts to talent. And initially, during the haircuts, Mr. Bayless would discuss his life, his work at Fox, and other innocuous matters. However, soon after the weekly haircut started, Mr. Bayless began finding excuses to touch Miss Faraji. He would give her lingering hugs after each haircut, putting his body against her own, pressing against her breast. He then began to kiss her on her cheeks. Miss Faraji was uncomfortable by the physical contact and would make excuses to leave after the haircuts. In approximately summer of 2017, Miss Faraji was giving Mr. Bayless a haircut. He told her that she was voluptuous. I mean, she is. She got curves in the right places. As English is her second language, she was not familiar with and that's valid because she's Iranian. With the word, Miss Faraji asked what that meant. Mr. Bayless seemed amused and told her to figure it out. Miss Faraji later asked a coworker what the word meant and was mortified. She stayed being mortified, bro. Mr. Bayless then started being more aggressive and direct in his advances. Miss Faraji continuously declined, stating that she did not date at work and she was a single mom and needed to do her job. All right. And needed her job, excuse me. Miss Faraji was terrified and then her turned to her coworker to discuss the situation. The two decided that because Mr. Bayless was a powerful man and Fox protected powerful men, it would only be to her detriment to report the issue. The two decided that Miss Faraji needed to be kind towards Mr. Bayless or risk her job as a single mother who relied on her job to support her son. Jesus Christ. Miss Faraji has her hours cut after going on medical leave. Approximately in November 2017, Miss Faraji hurt her back and couldn't move for nearly 40 days and received workers' compensation. Approximately December 2017, when Faraji returned from her leave, she was not provided full-time schedule and learned from a coworker that Miss Poirier had promised her shifts to someone else. Miss Faraji called her union for help. Her union informed her that Miss Poirier's actions would be illegal under the law. Miss Faraji then called Human Resources, who confirmed that she was entitled to her pre-leave schedule. On January 5th, 2018, Miss Faraji called Miss Faraji into her office. When Miss Faraji arrived, an individual from Human Resources was present. Miss Poirier was falsely explaining that Miss Faraji did not want her full-time schedule. Miss Faraji grew upset and explained that she did want her full-time schedule and further explained that Miss Poirier had been treating her poorly for years. Miss Faraji then had multiple readings with Human Resources where she explained that Miss Poirier yelled at her, made fun of her, bullied her, blah, 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 and that she did not like her and could fire at any time. From Miss Faraji's perspective, there was no resolution after these conversations, as she was never informed of any sort of conclusion or action taken for Fox's part. Miss Faraji remains undisputed. Approximately in the summer of 2018, Miss Taylor was moved from undisputed to the herd with Callan Cowherd. Miss Taylor requested Miss Faraji do her hair. Colin Cowherd also requested Miss Faraji to do his hair. Thus, every day Miss Faraji would do Mr. Bayless's hair for Undisputed, then do Taylor and Mr. Cowherd for the herd. Throughout her tenure at Fox, Mr. Cowherd was professional and respectful to Miss Faraji and her coworkers. Damn, they cleared him of wrongdoing immediately. They didn't even have a full paragraph done. Around this time, after learning of Miss Faraji and Mr. Dixon's sexual relationship, Mrs. Taylor's then fiance broke off the engagement and threatened to go public with all that he knew. On information and belief, Mr. Dixon paid for the wedding deposits in an informal exchange for her fiance's silence. Hell nah. Hey, y'all. Bro, Ain't no way. Mr. Dixon just dropping, he just dropping money. He like, how much, bruh? How much was the deposit? It's okay. It's okay. I got your girl. I got your girl. It's okay. How much you need? I'll give you that money back. She mine now. She mine now. This is my thing. That's crazy. That's crazy. Mr. Diaz racially and sexually harasses Miss Faraji on on May 10th, 2019. Bobby Diaz and Mr. Diaz, the individual who puts the microphone on for talent, mocked Miss Faraji for her pronunciation of English words and sexualized the way she was eating fruit. Miss Faraji did not respond. She just kept her eyes glued on the monitor, playing Undisputed. Miss Portier was present and did nothing. And did not do anything. The sexual harassment part, like the sexualizing her, yeah, that's harassment. That's sexual harassment. However, her pronunciation of the English words, like that could just be like some joking stuff, but this adding in that to the sexualization, that's definitely like sexual harassment and bullying. Like it does become that then at that point. On information and belief, Mr. Diaz openly gropes, harasses, and is inappropriate with women at Fox. On information and belief, Mr. Diaz has not been fired, reportedly due to his role in supplying cocaine to numerous Fox employees and talent, even after an incident where he removed his pants on live. Fam, did this happen? Yo, no, hold on. Fox Sports host removes pants. Live on air. Oh, this dude. Is she talking about this? Is that on CNN or is this on Fox? No, that's CNN. No, I don't. Man, hold on. Because it's giving me a bunch of other stuff. Let's see if we can find this. What's up, man? You will find it, my dude. I will find it. Bro. Like, this is crazy, bro. Brian Stelter mocked for filming himself without pants. Oh, no. That's a CNN host. That's a CNN. That's the CNN host. That's ABC. What? Oh, no. That's doesn't let women wear pants on. That is not what we're looking for. That's ABC. Pants. No, that's. Next. No pants. Bro. Let me see. FS1. I can't find it, bro. I cannot find it. Can you find this? I wanna know if this is true. Like, I have to know if this is true. I have to know. You can't just say that. Diaz. So I'm just looking up Diaz. No pants live on air. on. Let me see. Fox Sports Diaz. Host Diaz. What happened? I just pulled up. So I'm going through the lawsuit. Bro. And what I'm trying to do, and going through the lawsuit is I'm trying to validate it, but I'm also trying to like accurately like talk about what's going on and be like fair, right? Because like a lot of people, they're like just going in on Joy Taylor or whatever, but I had to preface the start of the stream with like, yo, she does have a background that would make her qualify to work there. And then I said, however, big however, is that I think that she could have what am I trying to say? She could have, like, to fast track her career, slept with people to fast track her career. I think that's possible. I think she could have slept with people to fast track her career, but I don't think that was like the end all be all of her career. If that makes sense. But I can't find this Mr. Diaz, Bobby D. Oh, okay, it has his full name up there, Bobby Diaz. Okay, this wall. Like, and nobody, like, where is the video clip of that? If it happened live on air, it has to be like somewhere. It has to be somewhere. All right. Anyway. I'm gonna let it go for now. We can't stay stuck here. Live on air. On information and belief that in December of 2024, after Ms. Faraji sent notice of this impending lawsuit, Mr. Diaz made a mockery of his discussions with human resources regarding his interactions with Ms. Faraji, and he told various employees that Ms. Faraji was stupid and defiantly stated, despite being told not to speak about his discussions with human resources, he didn't care, saying, "Who gives a shit?" and further boasted he will never be fired. Miss Taylor uses her sexuality to get on a show. Again, uses her sexuality to get on the show. In approximately February 2020, Miss Taylor asked Miss Faraji to meet her for lunch in Beverly Hills. When Miss Faraji arrived, she found Miss Taylor with a man, Emmanuel Acho. Miss Faraji did not know Mr. Acho, but could tell the two were romantically involved. God damn. She said she was... Bro, I haven't even got there yet, bro. I haven't even got there. Bro, there's so much in here. I haven't even got to it. I'm wondering how people found that out so fast. Because I'm like, there's just so much. There's so much. I'm only on page 11. A few months after meeting Mr. Acho at lunch, Miss Faraji noticed him in the hallway at work. Miss Faraji later asked Miss Taylor if Mr. Acho also worked at Fox. Miss Taylor confirmed and explained she wanted Mr. Acho to eventually recommend her on the show Speak for Yourself. Miss Faraji became alarmed and warned Miss Taylor she should probably not sleep with Mr. Dixon and Mr. Acho at the same time, as Mr. Dixon is a very powerful man that may become very angry. Miss Taylor told her not to worry about it. She explained that she was also now powerful, and once Mr. Dixon was no longer useful to her, she would follow through on her plan to tell the company that he forced himself on her. She would not allow herself to be forced out by Mr. Dixon like other women talent. That's absurd. So you slept with this man to get ahead, and now you want to sue him. Now you want to claim You want to claim rape. I'm not supposed to say that word. You want to claim SA. You want to claim SA. Oh, that's crazy. Around approximately September of 2022, Miss Taylor started to work on Speak, which is Speak for Yourself. Miss Taylor requested Miss Faraji to do her hair. Mrs. Faraji is targeted because of her ethnicity. In approximately 2020, Jane Doe, Mrs. M, who was that, an employee at Fox, began demonstrating erratic behavior one night in an informal dinner at Mastro's Steakhouse. She grew irrationally enraged, and Miss Faraji screamed, "F you, you Persian." Wow, okay. The dinner ended after Miss M broke a glass and threatened to harm herself. Whoa, who was Miss M? Following the dinner, Miss Faraji's coworker Anonymous, who was black, reported the incident to Human Resources, explaining that she would not be okay with someone calling her a black. Anonymous also had Miss Faraji report the incident to Miss Portier. Despite these reports supposedly being anonymous, Miss M learned of the reports and became increasingly unstable towards Miss Faraji. Every morning, Miss M would scream and throw things at Miss Faraji. How does that help your case? Hello, what's up? What's up, my guy? What's good? What's good? What's good? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. We just going through this stuff. Life was in danger. Miss Human Resources responded that Miss Faraji should just leave the workplace when Miss M was having an episode. After approximately a year and a half, Miss M was fired. Miss M's boyfriend, a producer at Fox, shared that Human Resources gave Miss M a large amount of money in severance. Miss Faraji wondered why Fox rewarded her bully with money. I got an email for the stream. That's good. That means the notifications are working. That's good. I always wondered about that. Human Resources eventually apologized to Ms. Faraji, explaining they did not have experience with mental health issues. Human Resources offered Ms. Faraji free therapy. Ms. Faraji declined the free therapy, but began to seek out an independent therapist once a week to discuss her life at Fox. Ms. Faraji continues to see the same therapist to this day. Ms. Faraji believes she has cancer and conveys this to Mr. Bayless in an attempt to stop his advances, only to have him offer $1.5 million for he wanted cancer pussy? That's crazy. Oh yeah, I already clicked on that. He wanted the cancer pussy, bro. Bruh, Skip Bayless is down bad, bro. He down bad. He wanted cancer pussy. That's crazy. Shorty says he got cancer. He like, shit, 1.5. Let's go. I know you need this money for chemo. That's sick. Over the years, Mr. Bayless continued to make advances on Miss Faraji. He was funny when he was doing NBA shit. What the fuck? Yeah, I know. It's crazy. Lingering hugs and kisses, blah, 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 blah. Miss Faraji would always make excuses regarding her son and politely change the subject, make a joke, anything to keep Mr. Bayless appeased and her job safe. In 2021, Miss Faraji developed issues with her left ovary and was advised that it could be cancer. With a fourth biopsy scheduled, she explained her situation to Mr. Bayless, hoping that he would take pity on her and cease his advances. Instead, Mr. Bayless told her that he wanted to be with her. Miss Faraji panicked and began rambling that there were cameras everywhere and that she has a child and that she does not want them. Mr. Bayless then grabbed her hands and began kissing them, offered her $1.5 million to have sex. Miss Faraji made excuses to leave. Approximately 1 week later, Mr. Bayless made another advance at Miss Faraji. Miss Faraji responded, "Skip, stop. You have a wife." Mr. Bayless responded, "Aren't you Muslim? Doesn't your dad have 3 to 4 wives?" Miss Faraji responded that her father was dead And when Mr. Bayless was taking a back, she made an excuse to leave. Mrs. Faraji's job was that's insane. I wanted to just keep reading, but that's insane, bro. Holy shit, bro. What's wrong with dude? What's wrong with dude, man? Oh my God. Miss Faraji's job is threatened because she does not sleep with Mr. Bayless. On April 12th of 2022, Mr. Bayless texted Miss Faraji, "I'm good today." The text meant that he would not be coming in for hair or makeup. In 2020, on the 13th, the following day, Mr. Bayless texts Miss Faraji. They missed the S here. I don't like typos in court documents. Not comfortable coming down there. Just do what you need to do. It's okay. Miss Faraji asked him what's wrong. He replied, "Same stuff, worse." Miss Faraji was concerned about her own job, walked to Mr. Bayless' fitting room to see if everything was okay. Mr. Bayless answered the door, and before Miss Faraji could speak, he began to angrily accuse Miss Faraji of fucking Mr. Sharp. Miss Faraji tried to explain that she did not have any feelings toward Mr. Sharp and had never slept with him or any other talent or employee at Fox. But before she could speak, Mr. Bayless demanded she come to his car after the show. Miss Faraji responded that she could not come sit in his car. It was inappropriate. Mr. Bayless grew irate and then left. Bro. Yes, Shannon Sharp. He accused her of fucking Shannon Sharp. Yes. Yes, this is crazy, bro. Bro, there's so many people in this, bro. On the 14th, okay, the following day that week, Mr. Bayless texted Miss Faraji, "If you're distracted tomorrow, I'll wait till Monday, but I can't keep doing this." Miss Faraji told him that she was very confused. Mr. Bayless responded, "Trust me, I'm far more confused." Miss Faraji then explained over text that she was not sleeping with Mr. Sharp, and Mr. Bayless did not respond. Oh shit, yeah. I know a friend who's had a Skip Bayless profile picture for 2 years. How should I tell, bro? I don't know. If he had Skip Bayless as a profile picture, man, I say you don't tell him and you let the internet just casually tell him, like, "Hey, bro, you fucking up." Because, like, there's no way. Like, how Skip, of all people, is crazy. The 15th, Mr. Bayless texts Miss Faraji, "Do you still want to do the haircut or just move on?" Miss Faraji responded that she doesn't want to move on from her job and that's what she will continue doing his hair. On the 16th, Mr. Bayless called Miss Faraji, and Miss Faraji did not answer the call because she was scared. She then called him back 10 minutes later. On the call, Mr. Bayless was angrily accusing Miss Faraji of effing Mr. Shannon Sharp, and he could tell from her body language that she was effing him. Miss Faraji tried to explain that she was kind to all talent, and that included laughing and engaging in conversation. Miss Faraji then asked if he was yelling at her because she refused to go to his car. Mr. Bayless answered that she shouldn't talk to him like that. Miss Faraji then replied that she could respond however she wanted. Mr. Bayless then angrily stated that he heard her talk to Mr. Sharp about her vagina. Yo, dude was thirsty, bro. He was thirsty. It was that one skip. Oh, okay. I get it. Just tell him to find a new meme, bro. Tell him to find a new meme. Miss Faraji responded that even if she had been dating Mr. Sharp, which she wasn't, it shouldn't matter to at all because she only had a professional relationship with Mr. Bayless. On April 17th, 2022, Miss Faraji arrived in the makeup room approximately 12 by 30 feet, containing 3 makeup and hair sections. turned on a recording device and put it on the table and waited for Mr. Bayless to arrive. In the meantime, two of Miss Faraji's who were privy to Mr. Bayless' talents went into other talent rooms adjacent to the makeup room to listen in to the conversation. Mr. Bayless then arrived to the makeup room for Miss Faraji to cut his hair in accordance with regular schedule. Mr. Bayless knew that the makeup room was always recorded and clearly states this room is bugged during their conversation. Mr. Bayless stated that he would hate for her to lose her job, but she can't be doing a big thing with my arch rival. She responded, Sharp is his arch rival? This is insane. He hated dude like that. I mean, is it bad? But you're in my top 5 news sources. No. Hey, I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that, man. I'm trying, bro. I'm just trying to get out here for people, bro. I'm just trying to get out here and make the news fun and entertaining for people, bro. That's it. That's all. That's all I'm trying to do. And remain accurate and objective at the same time. She responded by reiterating that being polite to Mr. Sharp was part of the job. Mr. Bayless responded, bullshit. I'm calling bullshit on you. Mr. Bayless then warned that he doesn't want her to lose her job over this. Miss Faraji responded that she wasn't going to lose her job because she's a great hairdresser. Mr. Bayless responded, I have love for you, and I have for 6 years, and you hurt me, and you are ruining this. This is so crazy. Miss Faraji responded that she must be polite to all talent. Mr. Bayless then implied that if he stopped requesting her, it would affect her job. Miss Faraji responded that she is scheduled to work at 5:45 a.m. and that he would like, and if he would like to get his hair done, he is welcome to sit in her chair. Mr. Bayless continued to threaten her job. Miss Faraji knew that he was trying to pressure her into having sex with him, but she kept repeating that she was a professional that had to be kind of all talent. On the 21st, Mr. Bayless asked if Miss Faraji would come to his home to color his hair, a side job that Miss Faraji previously would partake in when Mr. Bayless' wife was home. On this occasion, with her therapist's help, she conveyed that she would no longer be going to his home. The following week, Mr. Bayless arrived in the makeup room as if their conversations never happened. But Miss Faraji remained on edge. Miss Faraji had worsening nightmares regarding the incidents that took place with Mr. Bayless. Miss Faraji's therapist started using eye movement desensitization and reprocessing to talk her through her interactions with Mr. Bayless. Jesus Christ. She's targeted. Miss Faraji's friendship with Miss Taylor ended. Miss Taylor then began insulting Miss Faraji on a personal and professional level. In 2023, the treatment reached its breaking point as Miss Taylor began openly mocking Miss Faraji's English, exclaiming that she could not understand Miss Faraji's accent and complaining about Miss Faraji's humming and involuntary subconscious coping mechanism for her diagnosed PTSD. Miss Taylor then began stating that she needed a black hairstylist. Miss Faraji and her coworkers, who noticed the harsh interaction, hoped that Fox could see through the facade, as Miss Faraji had been doing Taylor's hair for approximately 7 years at Miss Taylor's own request without any complaint, and had been working on textured hair for decades. Excuse me. She was hired to do the hairstyles of over 10 background dancers in CeeLo Green's music video for FU. Oh, wow. That's an impressive resume. Miss Faraji, in June 1st of 2023, diary entry states she's been acting like because I'm not black, I'm stupid. She keeps saying black girls' hair should be done like this and not this is not how you do it. I've been doing her hair for 7 years. She keeps making me feel that my English is not good. She keeps making comments like, oh, white girls are dumb. On June 14th, 2023, Miss Faraji reported the incidents to Miss Poirier, and Miss Faraji, June 14th, diary entry states, by now it's been 7 years. It's been 7 days, excuse me, that the company knows about this racism and discrimination towards me. I told my boss Gina, I told Sydney all about it. On June 16th, she got another diary inquiry. Miss Portier pulled Miss Faraji to our into our office and asked her if she wanted to leave speak. Miss Faraji explained that she wanted to work. Miss Portier told Miss Faraji that she should just leave. She should just leave the room when Miss Taylor was acting out. Miss Faraji noticed that this was a pattern. When Miss M bullied Miss Faraji, Human Resources told her to leave the room. Now, when Miss Taylor bullied Miss Faraji, Miss Portier again told her to leave the room. Miss Faraji stated in June 16th, 2023, I'm very disappointed in how Fox operates. Racism and bullying, instead of getting rid of the bully, they want to get rid of the victim now. Man, that's insane. I gotta get some water. I've been reading nonstop, bro. I gotta get some water. Okay. All right. I'm back. I got my water. I got my water. Okay, it seems like this is just step by step. Oh, wow. They called her a dog, Miss Taylor. We still go to set. Miss Taylor no longer needed her as a hairstylist. Miss Portier explained that Miss Faraji was to work 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. and then go home. When Miss Faraji asked about touch-ups, Miss Faraji stated that she had spoken to all the talent on the show and no one needed touch-ups. Miss Faraji then asked if she had did something wrong. Miss Faraji responded, "You remind me of my dog, and when I take out my dog, he barks at bigger dogs that's like you." Miss Faraji left the room and cried. To call someone a dog is one of the biggest offensive insults in Persian culture. Miss Portier then hired 2 new black stylists to work from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. As Miss Taylor is very picky with her hair. She did not like the work of the 2 new black hairstylists and asked a coworker who is a Latin woman to do her hair 5 days a week. The coworker declined. On July 4th, 21st, and 24th, different talent member asked Miss Faraji why she was no longer providing touch-up on Speak. The third time they asked, Miss Faraji explained that because the talent had indicated they do not need touch-ups, she was no longer available for touch-ups. The talent members were shocked and said they needed touch-ups on Speak. As Miss Faraji did not feel it was professional to mention her conversation with Miss Portier, she explained there must have been a misunderstanding, and Miss Faraji informed employee relations. Miss Faraji became concerned for her job, as this was a common tactic employed when retaliating against a witness or target. Fox systemically reduces work schedules and ultimately terminates employment by removing an individual from the schedule entirely, using fabricated business necessities as a pretext. Ms. Faraji participated in an internal investigation only to be singled out, taken off of Speak, and accused of having sex with Mr. Bayless. Jesus Christ. Bro, this is so bad. Bro, this is insane. And she only put up with this because she feared she couldn't find another job? Fuck. Oh, man. Oh, see, this is the type of shit I be telling people, like, there's no way a man could ever be a woman. Because you never have to deal with this type of shit. Like, ever. You will never deal with this type of shit. Ever. As a man. Or a man that became... You will never deal with this type of stuff. Never. Oh, God. Anyway, let's see. What else we got? Ann Durker, Fox Sports Vice President of Employee Relations, asked Ms. Faraji for a meeting. At the meeting, Ms. Durker asked if Ms. Taylor was having a sexual relationship with Mr. Acho. Ms. Faraji admitted that that the two were in a sexual relationship. Miss Faraji shared this information because she didn't think it was a big deal. Oh my God, she snitched on them. Oh, that's why she's not on the show. Oh, that's crazy. Uh, because she didn't think Miss Taylor and Mr. Osho would physically harm her for providing this information. Which had already been July 31st. Kelsey Doe of Employee Relations asked Miss Faraji for a meeting. At the meeting, Miss Doe told Miss Faraji that there had been complaints of her humming. Miss Faraji explained that her humming is an involuntary subconscious coping mechanism for her diagnosed PTSD, and that everyone at Fox knew she hummed. Miss Faraji further explained that she has been humming since she was a child and has been humming her entire tenure at Fox. Her humming was exacerbated in stressful situations. Although she hates it and wants it to stop, she does not even realize when she's humming. Damn, yeah, she's been going through it her whole life. Miss Faraji further explained that if anyone was now complaining, they were only doing so to hurt and embarrass her. Miss Doe thanked Miss Faraji for the information and abruptly changed the conversation and quickly asked whether she had made public comments regarding Mr. Dixon and Miss Taylor having sex. Miss Faraji became very scared as Mr. Dixon had previously assaulted her and Miss Taylor had warned that he would fire her if she said anything. And she responded while everyone in the company knew about their relationship, she did not have any information and did not want to comment about it. Miss Doe then tried to end the conversation and asked Miss Faraji if she had any questions. Miss Faraji then began crying, asking why such a swift investigation took place regarding her humming, but no one cared about Mrs. M threatening to kill. Hey, no, she got a strong point here. Threatening to kill others, or mocking, kill her or others, and mocking her English. Miss Faraji then explained that all she wants is a safe, normal work environment, but everyone mistreats her because there are no consequences for them. While she's focused on others mocking her English, she was thinking of her interaction with Mr. Dixon and Mr. Bayless. On August 3rd, Miss Poirier told approximately 8 of Miss Faraji's coworkers to not associate with Miss Faraji as she had a pending case with Human Resources. Miss Faraji was confused from her perspective. She did not have a pending case with Human Resources. Employee Relations had only called her in to answer questions regarding Miss Taylor. On August 9th, Miss Poirier told Miss Faraji that her services were officially no longer needed on Speak. Miss Faraji's diary entry states that they are only taking me off the show because I reported Joy. After I reported, they took me off the show. This must be illegal. August 21st, Kim Burvius, Fox Sports Executive Vice President of Human Resource and Business Operations, and Ms. Durker asked Mr. Bayless for a meeting. When Mr. Bayless arrived, Ms. Burvius told Mr. Bayless not to worry and that his job was safe. The two then started interrogating him on whether he had a romantic relationship with Miss Faraji and whether she had offered him sex. Mr. Bayless responded truthfully that she had never offered him sex, and they again told him not to worry about and his job was safe, heavily implying they wanted him to say otherwise. The circular conversation took place in approximately 20 minutes. Following the meeting, Mr. Dixon called Mr. Bayless and asked why he didn't just lie. Mr. Bayless responded that he cares about Miss Faraji, and Mr. Dixon responded, "Who cares? I can get you a better looking hairstylist." Oh wow. So he just wants to he cares about her and wants to fuck at the same time. But what is going on in this story, bro? Oh man. The investigation is indicative of the role human resources and employee relations. I do want to fill y'all in on something. Human resources does not exist to protect the company. I mean, to protect you. They exist to protect the company. Employee relations doesn't exist for you. It exists to protect the company. All these organizations by the company are for the company. They're paying for it. Like, duh. A protector of abusers and wrongdoers. Inexplicably, Fox has allowed human resources and employee relations to be personally intermingled with other departments, high-level decision makers to their own benefit. For example, Ozzy Tajani was promoted from human resources to producer after he turned a blind eye to various allegations. Shortly after his promotion, Ms. Faraji noticed that he was at Fox early in the morning. Ms. Faraji asked him why he was in so early, and he responded that he was now producing the show because our great boss, Charlie Dixon, who has the power to do it, made him a producer. Ms. Faraji asked, "That's all you need? A powerful man? You don't need experience?" Ms. Faraji pompously responded, "Yes, that's correct, Noushin." Oh my God, bro. Ms. Faraji learned Mr. Dixon wants her fired. In late August 2023, Mr. Bayless learned that Sharp and Ms. Faraji had never been romantically involved. Subsequently, Mr. Bayless pulled Ms. Faraji aside for a conversation. During this conversation, Mr. Bayless apologized for accusing her of having sex with Mr. Sharp, disclosed details regarding his August 21st meeting with Human Resources, and further disclosed that Mr. Dixon wants Ms. Faraji fired because she knew too much and was talking. Mr. Bayless also disclosed that he believed Mr. Dixon kept his wife on Fox payroll to keep her silent about his affairs with Fox employees. Mr. Bayless asked Ms. Faraji out to dinner to continue the conversation, but Ms. Faraji declined, stating that she cannot do anything that even gives an inference of a non-work relationship because she wants to keep her job. On October 18th, Mr. Bayless told Ms. Faraji that Mr. Dixon was continuing to push him to ask for a different hairstylist, but Mr. Bayless refused. Ms. Faraji's diary entry that day states, "I feel desperate. I don't know how to save my job. Charlie, the big boss, and I'm just a hairstylist with no power." Skip said that Joy is telling Charlie to get rid of me. That's crazy. On October 20th, 2023, Mr. Bayless told Ms. Faraji that Mr. Dixon had threatened his job because he continuously requested Ms. Faraji, stating that he'd rather have another pretty girl on Undisputed over Mr. Bayless anyway. On December 21st, Mr. Bayless told Ms. Faraji that he still loved her and confided that Mr. Dixon was the one who had told him that Ms. Faraji was sleeping with Mr. Sharp, and Mr. Bayless then tried to have sex with Ms. Faraji. Ms. Faraji's diary entry states, I said, "Skip, I'm only interested in working with you and having a friendship relationship with you. Nothing else." He said, "You have no idea. You are losing everything." I don't know what he means by that, and I hope he doesn't take me out the show. It makes me sick to my stomach, and it's really hard for me to work like this. I hope God helps me, because Fox is supporting people like Charlie and Skip. Jesus Christ, this is so bad. On December 17th, 2023, Ms. Faraji's coworkers was indefinitely taken off the schedule after she took offense to bullying racism comments made by Fox NFL host. Over the next few months, Ms. Faraji made it known amongst the department that if needed, she would speak out on her coworker's behalf. Ms. Faraji responded, "If it's so hard for you to hear, why don't you quit?" Ms. Faraji also commented, "I don't regret anything I did, coworker or different coworker." did to coworkers. This was especially cruel as she was one of the coworkers had tried to commit suicide. Miss Faraji reached out to Miss Drucker, and asked if she should get an attorney. Miss Drucker responded that she does not need an attorney. All right, there we go. Miss Faraji, approximately June 24th, 2024, a talent member disclosed to Miss Faraji that Undisputed was going to be canceled and that Mr. Bayless was going to be fired. Miss Faraji grew really internally anxious that Mr. Dixon was trying to get her fired. Later that later on that Monday, Miss Faraji gave Mr. Bayless a haircut. During the haircut, Mr. Bayless told her about a new opportunity he was expecting outside of Fox. Miss Faraji asked if he would still be coming back to Undisputed, and he replied, "Of course." Mr. Bayless then told Miss Faraji that he fantasizes about having sex with her and asked her how much money would it take for her to have sex with him. Miss Faraji stated that she had already refused $1.5 million and that her answer wasn't going to change. Mr. Bayless replied, "The more you say no, the more I want you." Jeez. Yo, you can't make this stuff up, bro. You can't make this stuff up. Buddy's a sick man. On August 2nd, 2024, Undisputed was canceled. Mr. Bayless was fired, and Miss Faraji was taken off the schedule. Miss Faraji told Miss Faraji that there was no longer a need for her, and that same day, Miss Bayless asked Faraji to walk him to his car on the way out. Miss Faraji felt she had no choice but to walk him to his car. Once at the car, they noticed Mr. Dixon in the parking lot looking at them. Mr. Bayless told Miss Faraji, "Fuck Charlie. If you want to sue them, go for it. Fuck Charlie. Fuck them. Charlie is not going to sleep tonight. He's scared of what I'm going to tell you. Fuck him." The same day, Miss Faraji reached out to Fox and asked why she was taking out the schedule, and explained that although Undisputed had been canceled, she worked for the Herd for over 5 years and Speak for over 1 year, and talent continued to request her. Fox did not provide a substantive response, but they would investigate the issue. On August 5th, Ms. Ferrari was asked to give Mr. Silverman a haircut in the same manner she had been doing so for the past 7 years. Ms. Ferrari reached out to Fox to ask what she should do, as she did not want to let Mr. Silverman down. The next day, Fox did not provide a substantive response, but they continued to investigate. On August 8th, after finishing their investigation, Fox was finally able to muster the following pretextual reason for firing Miss Faraji. They can only afford to have one hairdresser work on all 3 shows. A new morning show, Speak, and Undisputed. Miss Faraji fears actualized. She realized that she had become the target. Fox systemically reduced her work schedule, and ultimately terminated her by removing her from the schedule entirely, using fabricated business necessities as a pretext. Damn. Guided by its attorneys, Fox then implemented the revised schedule, assigning a single hairdresser to cover all 3 shows for approximately 3 months. Once Fox believed it had sufficiently justified its action from a legal standpoint, they reverted to their long-standing scheduling arrangement, which included one hair and makeup professional in the morning and another set in the afternoon. The same arrangement that had been in place for years during Ms. Faraji's tenure. In addition, Fox employed a barber exclusively to work on the new morning show. Yeah, because you got all the black people on there. You need a barber. You need somebody that can actually fade. Anyway, Ms. Faraji's life after working with the defendants for weeks after terminated, Ms. Faraji remained conflicted as to her next step. Excuse me. She remained quiet about her experience at Fox as she was fearful, believing that Mr. Dixon might hire someone to kill her if she go public. After many therapy sessions, Ms. Faraji concluded that she never wants to work with Mr. Bayless again and feels ashamed for working with him for so many years, and is better able to control intrusive thoughts of Mr. Dixon hurting her. Again, in response to feelings of shame, embarrassment, and fear, da 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 da. At this point, Miss Faraji seeks justice. She knows that Mr. Dixon used his position to coerce women into having sex with him, da 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 da. She knows that Mr. Dixon did not immediately fire her after Miss Taylor and Faraji's had a falling out, only to appease Mr. Bayless by providing him with a plaything. Despite Miss Faraji being an excellent hairdresser and continually be criticized about talent, blah, 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 blah. To date, talent continues to ask for Miss Faraji at Fox, including Mr. Cowherd, who posted a poll on the Twitter page at December 18th, 2024, asking if he should get a haircut. With 62 responded that he should. Miss Faraji continues to be requested by and works for high-profile clients who do not abuse her. Following Miss Faraji's departure from Fox, Bayless began featuring his wife on his podcast on information and belief that he changed his cell phone number he had maintained for many years, presumably in hopes of removing and deleting incriminating messages, presumably after receiving notice of this impending lawsuit from Fox. Exhaustive, da 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 da. Okay. Yeah, that's the meat and potatoes of what we wanted. This is all of this is like legal stuff and like what she's suing for on all the different causes of actions, because he has like 14. Yeah, and I think if I keep going, it ends on what, the 14th one? It ends on that. Prayer for relief. Yeah. Okay. That's that. That's it. That's everything. Okay, so I'm gonna give my conclusive thoughts. All right, after reading everything, do I think Miss Faraji was harassed? Yes. Do I think she was bullied? Yes, I do. I don't understand why she I do and don't understand why she stayed at that job. You know what I'm saying? Because it's hard. It's a hard industry to get into, and then once you're in there, you don't want to lose it, and you kind of want to keep, building up your high profile client base and all that. And I'm glad that she's able to have a successful business and get work outside of, Fox Sports and Fox FS1. Do I think Miss Taylor was fucking? Yeah. After reading this, like, yeah, she was fucking somebody on the basketball team. You know what I'm saying? And it only makes sense because she was removed from the show with Acho. So everything's out in the open. Everything's out in the open. Did anybody do anything illegal? I would say Taylor was a bit discriminatory. Skip is down horrible. He's down absolutely horrible, bro. There's plenty of Persian chicks. Plenty, man. I picked up one when I used to Uber back in the day. Like, bro, there's plenty of baddies. Like, what are you doing? 1.5? Bro, for 1.5, you could probably get 200 of them. Like, come on. Like, that's crazy. Then, I'm trying to think what else. Mr. Dixon, yeah, he definitely needs to be, he needs to get fired. Dixon needs to get fired. Taylor, Joy, baby girl, you fine as shit, but you need to get fired. All right, Smooth, what's your price? Yo, that's crazy. For Joy, man, I'll give it to her for free. I'll give it to her for the free. She ain't gotta put no price. But for the rest of them, they can die. That's how I feel. Like, ain't no price. But anyway, yeah, Dixon gotta go. Shout out to Cowherd for being an upstanding individual. It seems like Acho didn't do anything. I was expecting to hear something about like him being abusive or something, but like it said something like that. He had always been respectful towards her, but it just seemed like maybe he was like upset and distant. You know what I'm saying, from her, and I'm like, okay, that's fine. I mean, he's allowed to do that. I mean, you kind of blew up their spot. You know what I'm saying? Because he was smashing. He had him a little baddie. He was smashing. in i.e. Joy Taylor. Uh, yeah, again, Joy got to go. Because the timeline is immaculate. The timeline and the dates, because she does a diary, is immaculate. It's immaculate. The level of detail is immaculate because she's going home and she's writing all of this down. That's what's fucking them right now. Is Shorty had dates because she was going home and writing it down and dating it every single time, bro. They're fucked. Right now everything seems fine and dandy and cool. Eventually, cause if this continues, people are gonna have to go. For instance, like what's his name? Like Skip probably's never coming back to the building. And he's probably gonna lose his other job that he has somewhere else over this. Because it just nobody wants to be attached. Nobody wants somebody like that attached to them. Let me see if I can pull up Joy Taylor, because I do want to pull up some stuff. Man, the fact that Joy Taylor said that she was gonna say that this dude essayed her, like, is insane. Like, he was to protect herself from getting fired. That's crazy. And he never did. She was sleeping with him. She was sucking. F it. I'm gonna call it what I call it all the time. She was pink worm guzzling. You know what I'm saying? To get her position in life. Like, that's insane, bro. That's insane. That's insane, man. Let me hold on. Let me share my screen. Cause I'm on X now. You know what I'm saying? I gotta be careful. I gotta be careful here. I'm on X. I gotta be careful. So y'all pray for me right now, cause I gotta be careful. What? 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 Come on. Joy Taylor has the worst Spurs takes I've ever heard on TV. How does she get on TV? FS1 lawsuit comes out everyone. Joy Taylor, after having sex with executives, telling them telling women they need to work hard to get where they want to be. Oh yeah, she was working. She was putting in that after hours work. FS1 and Joy Taylor, Stephen A. Smith and Molly somewhere, and that's crazy, man. Skip was looking at Joy Taylor in pure disgust. And Joy Taylor cheated on her husband with a man, then was finna hit him with false. Ooh-wee. Taylor Brooks watching her girl Joy Taylor get dragged. And Joy Taylor distracted people from the fact that Boston was held to 27 points in the second half versus OKC. Skip Bayless watching everyone focus on Joy Taylor's alleged shenanigans in the lawsuit instead of him. On me, because her stuff is just shocking. Like, she had no reason to do that. Acho and Joy Taylor during the lunch breaks. Oh yeah, he was definitely smashing. Bro, look at her though. He made a reel, bro. He made a oh no. He just did Speak FS1. He just put that on there. That's so crazy. Hey, she finding a motherfucker though, bro. I understand it. Like, Acho, I understand. I understand, bro. I understand. The nasty part, she was gonna say her boss essayed it. That's where stuff stops being funny. Joy Taylor got to double down and just wear some OD provocative-ish next episode. Acho and Joy Taylor during commercial breaks. Joy Taylor is certainly top 2. Why is it not playing the audio? Okay, let me do this. Is it gonna play the audio now? Oh, okay. It's just a GIF. It's just a GIF. There's no audio. I was trying to see what she was talking about. I thought like he shared the clip because he had like some audio or something. This is crazy. This is crazy. Come on. What the? Okay, there we go. There we go. All right. Centel, Zion was, can I be next? You no blocked. That's crazy. Paul Pierce and Keyshawn Jackson trying to keep their distance from Joy Taylor like when COVID first arrived. Oh, that's crazy. Hold on. Let me look.
Sean Johnson, that's Paul right. Pierce, and the playmaker Michael Irvin. It's Victory Monday for...
Yeah, they are far away from her.
Others, but for the ones who did have Victory Monday,
kick them on the way out the door.
Michael,
vacation, real vacations for some of them too, Joy, because some of them ain't coming back.
Exactly.
Wow, this is crazy. Them random news for Keyshawn and Michael Irvin let you know the set was awkward, bro. Oh my God, she put the news away. That's the dude she was smashing, bro. So this is the exec, bro. This is the exec that she was smashing. This is the exec. This is who she was smashing on to get ahead, bro. Paul Pierce ain't even talking. That lawsuit have her dressing like a school teacher now. Some of us ain't coming back. Keyshawn clowning like a what? Joy Taylor is actually good at what she does. She's one of the best sports shows right now, and she held it down with 3 Hall of Fame athletes who respect what she says. Some of them ain't coming back. That's crazy. Sean was talking about her. Honestly, the worst thing you can do sometimes is act like it's not happening on some real shit. She should just meet it head on and address it and then boom, move on. The elephant in the room was way too noticeable with their body language. I think Joy's around the right people for what she's dealing with because y'all remember they went through something publicly before coming to Fox with Skip. So I think they understand and can help her through the process. Yo, dude, hey, Buddy was down bad.
I know what I'm capable of. And that big rack of hers that she showed off constantly. It's just, and that peanut butter skin.
Peanut butter skin is crazy. Fam was going through it. All right. Anyway, enough of that. And so now y'all finally got to see the outfit that she was wearing. I'm just close the window. Listen. So again, she's gonna win. Hey, Noushin, ma'am, you're gonna win your lawsuit. You're gonna win. This one took an impressive 1 hour and 43 minutes to go through. All right. I'm gonna get off of here now. I'm going to do my video for Wednesday. Because I have a video for Tuesday, and this is one. Excuse me, I had to play catch up because there's just so much going on in America right now. My Wednesday video is Canada versus America. You know what I'm saying? Cause I took a trip. I was there for a week, and I want to compare and contrast Canada and America. Jesus Christ. Now y'all pull up. Now y'all pull up to the stream. Now y'all pull up to the stream on YouTube. Well, welcome. I'm about to leave. If you want to rewatch the stream, just jump backwards, watch it. I go through the full lawsuit, all the updates on everything. Like anything you want to know, it's in this video. All right. Even what she was wearing during when she showed up and didn't address anything. But anyway, and when I say she showed up to work, I'm talking about Joy Taylor. Anyway, that's my time. Peace. Y'all have a good one. And don't have sex to get ahead.